Hello everyone, and welcome back to our channel. Today's episode dives into a developing political drama that's starting to rattle the very foundations of South Africa's ruling elite. A story that cuts across generational lines, raises uncomfortable questions about political privilege, and puts the spotlight on a growing generational rift within the ANC. This time, the spotlight is on Lungelo Nxesi, the son of Employment and Labour Minister Thulas Nxesi, who has suddenly found himself at the center of a public relations storm and a social media backlash that's pushing him further away from the African National Congress. Now, for those of you who don't follow every twist and turn of South African Twitter, or X, as it's now called, here's what happened. Lungelo Nxesi, like many politically connected figures, took to the platform to defend the ANC during a period of intense criticism. The country is heading toward the most unpredictable and fiercely contested general election in decades. The ANC, long considered the dominant force in post-apartheid politics, is bleeding support, especially among young South Africans who feel increasingly disillusioned by the party's failure to deliver on promises of jobs, education, and economic inclusion. In the middle of this political climate, Lungelo posted a tweet defending the ANC. But instead of gaining support, it ignited a firestorm. People started digging. And what they found only added fuel to the flames. Critics quickly zeroed in on Lungelo's company, LLZ Consulting. Allegations began circulating online that this company, like many others owned by relatives of politicians, has allegedly benefited from state contracts or political proximity. Although no concrete evidence was provided publicly, the perception of nepotism was enough to create a viral scandal. The backlash was swift and brutal. Social media users accused Lungelo of being yet another privileged insider defending the status quo while millions of young South Africans remain unemployed and hopeless. The pressure mounted. Within days, Lungelo deactivated his Twitter account. For many observers, this wasn't just a young man bowing out of a hostile online environment. It was interpreted as a symbolic break, a rejection of the political baggage that comes with being associated with the ANC. While there has been no official statement from Lungelo explaining his move, social media erupted with speculation that his decision signaled a broader political shift, especially among the younger generation of politically connected elites who may no longer feel safe or proud to be associated with the ruling party. And here's where things get even more interesting. Lungelo Nxesi is not just any ordinary South African youth. He's the son of a high-ranking ANC cabinet minister, Thulas Nxesi, a man who has been in and out of key portfolios over the years. So when someone from that kind of political family distances themselves, even symbolically, from the ANC, people pay attention. This drama taps into a much deeper frustration among South Africa's youth, a feeling that the ANC is no longer in touch with their reality. Many young people grew up hearing promises of free education, job creation, transformation, and economic inclusion. But what they see around them is corruption, nepotism, crumbling public services, and a stagnant job market. The frustration is not just about failed policy, it's about the growing perception that the ANC protects its own while ordinary citizens are left behind. And that's why the backlash against Lungelo was so sharp. To the public, he represents the connected class, a generation of ANC children who've inherited privilege not from merit, but from proximity to political power. Whether or not Lungelo personally benefited from state contracts, the symbolism of a young politically connected businessman defending the ANC online was too much for many South Africans to stomach. It's also important to place this story within the broader context of political realignments currently shaking South Africa. We've seen the rise of alternative voices like Julius Malima's economic freedom fighters, Herman Mashaba's Action SA, and now Jacob Zuma's Umkhonto weSizwe Party, all appealing to voters disillusioned with the ANC. Duduzane Zuma, another politically connected son, has also positioned himself as a youth alternative, though with mixed reactions. In this environment, even the children of ANC stalwarts are beginning to question their place in the system. And for someone like Lungelo, stepping away from the ANC, even silently, could be the beginning of a generational reckoning. Will more of the so-called ANC children start distancing themselves publicly? Will they remain loyal to the old political guard, or are we witnessing the emergence of a new political elite trying to redefine themselves? What's also fascinating is how social media has become the front line of political accountability. Gone are the days when politically connected individuals could hide behind family names. The internet is unforgiving, and the youth are watching closely. They are no longer silent observers, they are investigators, critics, and agitators. They are demanding answers, transparency, and above all, real change. The Lungelo Nxesi saga may seem like a small incident, but it's part of a much larger picture. A country in political transition. A youth that's no longer content with slogans and heritage. A ruling party that can no longer count on loyalty by default, not even from within its own families. As the 2024 elections approach, these moments matter. Every tweet, every scandal, every symbolic retreat, they all shape the narrative. The ANC can no longer assume that its history alone will secure the future. South Africans, particularly the youth, are watching. And they are ready to hold everyone accountable, regardless of their surname. So what do you think? Is Lungelo's silence just a way to escape the spotlight, or does it mark the beginning of a broader shift within the ANC's inner circles? Are we seeing the first cracks in the generational wall of loyalty, or is this just a case of social media gone too far? Let us know in the comments below, we read every single one. Don't forget to like the video if you found this informative, and subscribe for more in-depth political commentary. Turn on notifications so you never miss a post. Thanks for watching, and as always, see you next time.